Welcome. Man, what is going on with the NBA today, man? This is crazy breaking news today. The jokester one is what his third MVP, and a lot of people is talking. They thinking it's a snub because everybody thought that Shai was gonna win it, and I don't know what's going on with the NBA. I don't know if they don't like the young players, but yeah, this is crazy. Jokic won it again for his third year. Let's look at the voting results. So I don't know who's voting, but they say the media people sometimes come out and say who's like if they're voting or not, or who got the voting card. But they need to switch it and start adding like, for one, why is the media voting? The media shouldn't even be voting. It should be like former players and current players voting, because this is crazy. And whoever is voting is making it look bad for the league right now, because Shai had great numbers and his team was number one. He carried his team this year. Everybody was really expecting him to win it. Everybody was expecting him to win it or Luka. Luka's been in the race for the last 3 years and he still hasn't won it. And he's been producing either greater numbers or the same numbers each year, and they just don't give it to him. And last year they gave it to Embiid, but I feel like they gave it to him because he was crying about it. They was gonna give it to Joker last year too. But this is crazy. Let's look at the votes. So he got 79 first place votes, 18 second place votes, and then 2 third place votes. All together, he had 926. Shai got 15 first, 40 second place votes, and 40 third place votes. And that's crazy by itself. Like, why does he have 40 third place votes? Like, whoever is voting is really hating on the young players this year, because in my head, I had it for Luka and Shai. And I thought it couldn't go either way for those two. Like, I thought they was going to be leaning towards Luka more than Shai, since Luka's been in the talks for MVP for like the last 3 years. But he's always in third, I think. He's either always in third and fourth. And this year he's doing better, and his team is in a good playoff position. So I thought they was going to lean towards him. But Shai, I definitely thought they was going to give it to him, because he literally carried OKC this year. And yeah, so he had altogether he had 640 votes, and that's crazy by itself. Like, I don't even know what's going on. Like, that's crazy. He finished second in the NBA with double doubles, triple doubles. He had 25. He shot 58 from the field. It's crazy because he's not doing anything that is like, Jokic ain't doing nothing to, like, the eye test. Like, everything he's doing, he's been doing. Everything he's been doing already. Like, he hasn't done nothing different. Like, he hasn't like did any flashy plays or did anything, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's just been doing, like, the first 2 times when he won it, he's doing the same thing. And if I feel like if they go by that, then LeBron should have at least like 10 MVPs, because you can see they don't even put him in the MVP talks. They don't even put him in the MVP talks anymore. My dog is being curious. They don't even put him in the MVP talks no more, because if they put LeBron in the MVP talks, he probably might win it every year. They literally stopped even putting LeBron in the talks, because he's just a great player. It's nothing more he could do, or nothing less he could do, to not be an MVP. But they're not gonna put him in. No. Get down, Louis. There's nothing that they're gonna do. There's nothing he can do. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like a joke for him to get it the third time and not do anything different. I feel like they kind of snubbed the younger players. They snubbed them. Let's look at Shai's stats. Oh, so he's third in scoring this year. He's averaging 30 points a game. He's averaging 30 points a game. Let's see. Let me click on him. Louis, get down. Get down, Louis. So he's averaging 30 points a game, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. And yeah, and this is all this year. Let's look at the last, you know what I'm saying. He averaged more last year. He averaged 31 last year. He averaged 31 last year. And look, so he's getting better every year. So, you know, his rookie year, he averaged 10, then 19, then 23, then 24, then 31. But this year, he has a higher field goal percentage. He made more threes. He, what else? He has more rebounds. He rebounded more this year. He got more assists this year. And he's averaging 2 steals per game. So he got better every year. And this year, when they're number one. They're number one in the West. And they just saying that he's not MVP worthy. And it's supposed to be a personal award. So they saying he doesn't deserve it. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. That's messed up. So yeah, that's crazy. Let's look at Joke stats. He's number 3 in assists, number 4 in rebounds. Let's look at his stats more in depth. Okay, so he's scoring more than he did last year. He has 26. He's averaging 26 points. "12 rebounds per game, 9 assists, 1.4 steals, and barely getting a block a game." But let's see if his stats go up each year. So, okay, his stats are kind of comparable to the last time he won it, because he didn't win it last year. They gave it to Embiid. So this year, it's like he got 12 rebounds, so he did better than last year. Actually, yeah, he's about on the same pace. 9 assists per game, so he's almost averaging a triple-double. But he almost averaged a triple-double last year. And he almost did it the year before. And his numbers is still in the 20s. You know what I'm saying? But I get it. He's a big man. Like, I'm not saying he don't deserve to be MVP, but these younger players has been in the league for less times, and they doing just as good. You know what I'm saying? They're not shying away from the game. So I don't know. That's crazy. Let's look at Luka's numbers. I think Luka's almost averaging a triple-double too. Let me see. Well, why is he not popping up? So Luka is almost averaging a triple-double as well with more points. He's literally has more points and literally by 1 rebound. Actually, he's literally there. Like if he had probably 2 or 3 more games with a triple-double, he could have had it. Well, for as in the assist part, because he's 2 points, he's 2.0 points from having assists. And let's see. Yeah, I don't know why they're not showing me his stats. I clicked on it like I clicked on the other one. What the hell? Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. They're not trying to show me his stats. They on to me. But I think this situation right here, I think Shaq went on a rant because of this. Let me see. Yeah, you could already tell people wasn't fucking with the pick. Let's see.
Nike Trail has the right shoe for any adventure, with the Pegasus 4 for road and trail, Zagama for the rugged.
The 2024 MVP from the Denver Nuggets, Nikola Jokic.
And we congratulate the Joker, who for the 3rd time is the Kia MVP.
Why they had Charles read it? Why they be doing Charles dirty like that? Nobody else, they don't be wanting to read it off the paper. I feel like this is like 2nd time they done had Charles, or was Shaq? Did Shaq read it yesterday? Oh, it was Shaq yesterday. Okay, Shaq read the Wemby one, so I guess today is Charles. But let's see.
P of the NBA. 26 points a game was number 10 in the league. 12 rebounds was number 4. 9 assists was number 3. Had 25 triple-doubles, 2nd most in the league. 68 double-doubles was 2nd in the league. 31 games of at least 10 assists this year. 23 games with at least 15 rebounds. And Nikola Jokic claims his 3rd MVP award.
You know what else this makes me think of? This makes me think that they might be out this round. Because usually when players win the MVP, they usually don't go to the championship, or they usually lose in the championship. You see how last year he didn't even want to win it last year. And then you see what happened. He won the championship, and Embiid, he got bounced out. So it's weird. Like, I'm not even making this up. Go look back at all the last MVPs, and usually they don't even make it to the championship. A lot of them get either put out either in the 1st or 2nd round. As soon as they get that trophy, stuff start going bad. So maybe it's a sign.
Shaq, your thoughts?
I don't like to rain on people's parade, but I'm not happy with this one. Congratulations to Joker. You are the best big man in the league, but based on everybody's criteria, my criteria, stat stuffer, you guys' criteria, number one seed, which team has a better record, I felt Shai Alexander deserved it because I've been number two a lot when I play my.
So have I been saying his name wrong this whole time? Is it Shai? Or is it Shai? I don't know. It could go either way. But hopefully hopefully I've been saying it the right way.
Off number two, so the fact that he has to start all over next year and try to win it again, I think it was. I know it's going to be hurtful for him. Hopefully he uses this to motivate him to win a championship. But I thought, and again, no disrespect to the Joker, best big man in the league by far. You could have went this way, but I thought Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, one of only a few players that had 30 points 50 times, stat stuffer, great season. His team is number one. Nobody expected him to be number one. I thought Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was going to win it by far. But congratulations to Joker. I'm happy for him. Third-time MVP. You really can't be mad at this vote. But the fact that he...
You see? That's what I'm saying. There's something weird going on with the voting this year. This is the second day in a row when everybody's complaining and saying like they thought this person was going to win it. And it's crazy because people that have the votes, it's not even like majority of them are not even NBA players. It's the media. The media is picking who they want to win. Like even Stephen A, I think he said he's one of the people that votes too. And he be saying some off the wall stuff, and in my opinion, I don't know how he gets to vote, saying he's not a former player. He's just, he's just a former, not even a former, he's just a journalist that works for ESPN, and he's probably like their best, ESPN person. But why does he get to vote and see who becomes, wins these awards? Because for one, he's just doing journalism. So it's kind of weird that, the media gets to say so. Even with the All-Star, the media picks. They get to say, oh, we want this player or whatever to play in the All-Star game. But it should really be current and former NBA players. The media shouldn't even have anything to do with this. But, let's see.
Start all over next year and win it over again. Because, again, I felt I was robbed 2 or 3 times. Right, and I played my ass off. Stat stuffer, won championships those years. But again, no disrespect to the Joker, but me personally, I would have gave it to Shai.
You keep throwing stat stuffer out there.
No, because that's my criteria for MVP.
Does Nikola Jokic not stuff the stat sheet?
Yeah, but not like I
mean, the thing is, Nikola has been stuffing the stat sheets, but he hasn't did anything different. Like, he hasn't did nothing different to earn MVP for the 3rd year in a row. Like, he's doing the same thing he's been doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, he hasn't done nothing spectacular or different this year for him to win it for his 3rd time. Like, the same thing with Westbrook. When Westbrook won his, and it was because he was averaging a triple-double and nobody had done it since Oscar Robertson. He also did it the 2nd year. They didn't even look at Russell Westbrook. So if they're going by that narrative, like, oh, he's doing it again, then Russell should have had 2 MVPs because he did it 2 years in a row. So, and he was actually averaging a triple-double. He had a triple-double for the whole year. And Nikola he's flirting with a triple-double. He's not even, like, he's literally 1 away. So we're not saying that he don't have the numbers. He ain't stuffing the stats, but if we're gonna go by that, and then on top of that, when they gave it to Russell, they didn't even want to give it to him. They were saying because his team wasn't even top seed in the rankings, just like how Shaq said, Shai is his team is number 1, and he still didn't win it. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, I think Denver is number 2. So I don't think. With that argument, it's like, okay, well, they both got the best teams in the league. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on. Let's see.
Shai.
Really?
Shai is one of the few players that had 30 points in 50 games,
Yeah,
Ernie.
well, but when you're talking about stuff in the stat sheet, look at all the triple doubles for Nikola Jokic, and look at his ranks in scoring, rebounding, and assists. I don't think stat stuffing is an argument.
Okay, but even doing all that, okay.
So Nikola was probably Ernie got a pick, and that was probably his pick, because he's the only one really saying something about it. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if Kenny or Charles say something.
He was the number one.
Only by one game.
They had identical records.
Okay.
It was a division record tiebreaker. That was the separating factor.
All this is subjective.
Yeah, it is. Well, and you're certainly entitled to. If you can make a case for any of those three to make it, in addition to a few other ones.
Actually, I thought you could have made, and I've said it before, and I just said, I thought you could have made a case for 5 guys.
Sure, without question.
Anthony Edwards and Jalen Brunson. I thought anybody that voted for one of those 5, I would have been like, okay, I can understand.
They definitely not putting them 2 in the damn in the top. Just look at Luka. Luka's been in the conversation for 3-4 years now, and he hasn't even got second place. They haven't even looked his way to give it to him. They haven't gave him the nod. So I don't even know. Anthony Edwards and Brunson, they got a better chance of winning the MVP of the playoffs. I don't think that they're gonna give it to them in the season. It's just, I don't think what they did with the whole with the season, they could get away with it. But if they did this with the playoffs, like, cause they got MVPs in the playoffs now for East and West, I think more people will be mad because they see Anthony Edwards going off, they see Brunson going off. So if those 2 still keep going off and they make it to the Western Conference and the Eastern Conference Finals, everybody's gonna be looking to see, oh, they gonna be the MVP of their section. But again, we'll see, because the NBA is doing some weird stuff with the votes.
Because every year, idiots get on TV and talk about who's the best player. It never goes to the best player. It goes who had the best regular season. Shaq said he got robbed.
Not every year it doesn't.
Well, most of the time. It goes to the guy. Yeah. So, Shaq said he got robbed. I don't know if he got robbed.
I got robbed because I was the baddest mofo in the league.
But
let's talk about now.
It doesn't go to the best player. It goes to the guy who had the best regular season.
Well, you know what? Don't name me most valuable player then. Don't name me most valuable player then. It goes to the most valuable player in the league. That was me.
It does
most
not.
Valuable player in the league. That's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Well, don't name it that then.
Let's stick to.
Don't name it that then. It's subjective.
Let's stick to this year. Let me give you the results, by the way, because it really wasn't close.
Yeah, I already went through that. So yeah, and I think Shaq is with situations like that, it'd be pissing Shaq off because he lost to Steve Nash a couple times. I think even Kobe lost to Steve Nash. Like, they were just giving it to Steve Nash. And now when you look at it and you look at them stats and you put them in today's league, Steve Nash's stats wouldn't even be enough to be an MVP in this generation of basketball. But I guess because he was doing a lot of flashy passes and he was averaging 10 assists, and his team was doing good, they was giving it to Steve Nash. But in reality, if you add his stats up from those, I think he got 3. Those 3 years he won MVP, and put against like the last 3 MVPs of the NBA, it'll look like Steve Nash is it'll make it look like Steve Nash is just a good starting point guard if you was going by stats. So yeah, we'll see what happens. That was an interesting, reaction. But like, share, and subscribe, and comment and let me know who you thought should have won the MVP. But I'm out.